Our Freaks Electric, Richard Eccles, Sugar Babes on XFM 104.9, Steve.
Absolutely.
I'm Ricky Gervais, with me Steve Merchant.
Hello.
Carl, the producer. 7 minutes past 1 of a Saturday, and what a lovely Saturday it is.
It is indeed.
Well, it looks nice and bright, but it's deceptive, because I went out, and I just had a t-shirt on, and I had my jumper on me. I got out there, and I thought, this is chilly. I had to pop the jumper on.
Oh, no!
So, you know, just be careful. If you're just, you know, looking out the window thinking, I'll go outside, pop a jumper on, or a jacket, because it looks nice, but it is a little bit colder than it looks.
Rick, can I ask, were you wearing the jumper around your waist, tied with a knot, or did you have it over your shoulders, like maybe you just jumped off a yacht?
I popped it round my waist, and I'll tell you what, okay. I tucked my t-shirt in for neatness and comfort.
Lovely.
But even I know that's a little bit dorkish, so I was trying to hide the belt line.
Okay.
So, then I popped the jumper on, didn't have to worry about it.
Did you go with the double knot?
I didn't,
because that can loosen if you're not careful, especially if you're carrying bags or you're busy on the tube.
I know, but I wouldn't mind that, as long as I didn't lose it, as long as I saw it loosen and fall, I'd pick it up. And then clean it. Not in the washing machine though. I'd pop it in a cold wash soak, right? And then leave it out on a few towels or something, or pop it over the radiator.
So what's the problem with putting it in a hot wash?
Well, it can cause shrinkage.
Oh no!
So coming up, we've got loads of tunes. We're going to be playing some of the best bands around, some new ones, some old ones. Might even play some Adam Ant. We don't know yet.
Let's have Badly Drawn Boy there, shall we, Carl? Current single.
Badly Drawn Boy there. Silent Sigh. Is that the one with the duck?
Yes. Very good video.
Apparently he stopped wearing his hat around because he keeps getting recognised. And he's going to not wear his hat when he doesn't want to get recognised. Okay. Maybe pop it in the wash.
Be careful, let's just have a kind of a light cold rinse.
Yeah, light cold rinse, soak it, right, because it's woolen, right, and then just leave it out on a towel. Or, you know, maybe near the immersion heater. Sure. Or over a radiator. Or even
a radiator, is that a problem?
It can cause that sort of, you know, damaging to the fibres of the wall.
He had a kid last week.
Did he?
Yeah.
Who did?
Badly Drawn Boy.
Oh, right, okay.
Badly Drawn Little Boy, he's going to call it. Isn't he?
Brilliant, Rick.
Yeah.
Well done.
It's a sort of satire.
I'd like to see that as a headline in a tabloid.
Deliver, oi, money, your life. Oh. Now, going on.
Oh,
Carl,
can we explain why that's funny?
Don't panic, Carl, I'm a professional. Don't worry.
What's your concern, Carl?
What's your concern?
Nothing.
Tell us.
No.
You can say.
I can't.
You can!
This is so unprofessional.
It's, what? What have we done?
What, talking about wool?
Right.
Come on, Carl, what's the problem?
What's the problem?
You say.
He's great, and
he's so scared. Come on, Carl, tell us.
I don't know all the ins and outs, so I don't want to get into it.
What?
The thing.
No,
well, you can't, look, people are perplexed now. What's the thing, Carl?
What's the thing? What are you worried about? Say.
Is it an email that's been received by the head of XFM?
You've got the email open.
You can talk about it, you can say what it...
Okay, let me just say. I don't understand it. Please know that under a ruling at the Old Bailey, any reference to Adam Ant's state of mental illness in any news report will constitute a breach of the ruling and therefore lead to serious action from his lawyers.
That's right, and that's true. So we can't talk about that. You can play his records and
sing his classic songs.
Sing songs.
Yeah, it's best just to leave it, isn't it?
Yeah, well, that's what Carl was a little bit worried. There's no way I was going to mention that or influence anything, and I totally agree with the law, so don't panic, Carl.
That should have never been sent to you.
Why?
Because it's like, you know, accidents happen.
Go on then.
When things like that happen, right, you know, you've been told not to mention it.
Yeah.
And you're like a little kid.
Yeah.
And once things are in your head.
Yeah.
It's difficult not to mention it. I mean, when I was a kid.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
My mum's sister, Hazel.
Right.
Was seeing another bloke. It's weird, because she's a lesbian now. That's really weird.
That must have been an interesting Christmas.
But anyway, she was seeing this bloke, and he looked like Ken Dodd, apparently.
He looked like Ken Dodd?
Looked like Ken Dodd, so people said, don't mention it, because it gets on his nerves when you like, meet him and you go, oh god, you look like Ken Dodd. So I said, alright, his name's Will or whatever. And, I was introduced to him. First thing I said, nice to meet you, Ken.
Did you do it as a joke, or did you...
No, because, you know when you know, like, I'm not allowed to say that.
Yeah.
Say that, I mustn't say that, can't, and then I saw him, I thought, Jesus, does look like him. Came out.
Was it Dodd you turned her into a lesbo, do you think?
Well, he wasn't a good looking bloke, so, possibly.
She started going out with Esther Ransom then, which is weird, out of the frying pan.
What was the story with the lesbianism then? How did she announce that to everyone? What age was she when she realised?
Well, I mean, we're not a close family, do you know what I mean? We're not a family who keeps in touch with everyone. And I think my mum called her up one Christmas and sort of said, you know, how's
the Diddy men?
Yeah, how's Nutty Ad?
And she said, oh, no, I don't do that anymore. I'm knocking about with Sandra or whatever.
Right.
And it was like, oh, right.
Not big butch Sandra with the big earrings and the skinhead. Used to live down the road from you.
I don't know.
Used to get Doc Martens wholesale. That's Sandra.
But she had a haunted house.
Go on.
Who, Sandra?
No, Hazel.
Right. Is this before she was a lesbian or not?
Before.
Okay.
And, there was a bike in the hall and the pedals used to go backwards.
There was a what in the hall?
That's handy, isn't it? Oh, that's great. Don't worry, we won't do anything.
So, sorry, no, I want to know about the haunted house. There was a bike in the hall, and what
There was a bike in the hall, and the pedals used to go backwards on their own. And also, shoes used to stick to the wall or something.
Did they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shoes used to stick to the wall.
Yeah.
Okay.
That sounds like
That's a haunted house.
a hell of a household. Yeah. Oh dear.
Brilliant.
Maybe she should clean the walls. The Lars, and there she goes. What a great start to a show. We've had 20 minutes of some of the best banter, chatter and music and anecdote anywhere on the dial.
You're damn right. High five.
Yeah.
Sweet, man, sweet.
Oh, what are we talking about? Well, I love that track. It's lovely. They've got a bit of the Liverpool gene pool, haven't they? That sort of doddy. You know what I mean? I like the Scouse sort of look, you know, the Cilla Black and the Stan Boardman.
Yeah, it's particularly unique to Liverpool.
It's sort of happy and teeth and ears. And,
it's happy and teeth and ears.
Yeah.
Oh, brilliant description.
Yeah.
Happy and teeth and ears.
Yeah, that's just 3 of my friends.
Yeah.
Now, we've got a great track lined up, haven't we, Carl, that I've brought in? So I'm gonna go off. Now, I'm not ashamed. As you know, me and Steve aren't worried about being part of a trend or, you know, being trendy or jumping on about it. Steve particularly doesn't worry about, like, looking good or,
well,
you know. No, I'm saying.
No,
as a compliment, he doesn't worry about walking along like that or, you know.
Well, I'm looking good.
No. But I'm saying you don't mind the insults freak boy or goggle eye or.
That's water off a duck's back, mate.
Do you know what I mean? Or a new phrase that's been coined because of Steve's face, water off a frog's back.
Who's saying that?
Just a lot of you, a lot of friends and that. But I mean.
My friends?
Yeah, a lot of people.
Can you name names or?
I can't really.
No promises, you can't.
I can't. I can't
really pass anyone up.
I think it's the Kagul.
Looks good.
It does look good.
It's waterproof, Rick, and it's also stylish. I wear nothing underneath, so it's tight to the skin. It gets sticky in bad weather.
Is that why you sort of rustle?
Sexy. But what's all the, is there abuse?
No, they just say.
Because I'm a pretty trendy guy, but I, as you say, I cut my own trend. You know, I make my own style. You know, consequently the pipe. You don't feel that's an affectation?
I don't think, I think because you're young and tall,
yeah,
the pipe looks a little bit silly.
Go on.
I mean, I know you're worried about, because we've already lost the trilby.
Well, I'm worried because pipes are going to die out. I mean, this is the problem. There's no young people now who are taking up the pipe as a smoking device.
Is there anyone under the age of, what should we say?
Oh, we said this
25?
before, and I don't think there was no one. I think there was some nutty old woman who phoned in and said, I smoke a pipe. But I'm talking about, you know, because years ago it was like an Oxbridge student, you know, you'd be at Cambridge or something, you'd have a lovely pipe, you know, tweed suit, you'd be there studying. That was, you know, and that was the young gent always smoked a pipe, but no one is now. I'll tell you this, in the year 2050, there'll be no pipes. They won't exist.
Well, I think all drugs like nicotine and alcohol will be banned, and we won't be allowed to think our own thoughts. We'll have to live in the sewers like eating rat burgers or something. That's true enough. Won't we?
Yeah.
And it would have to download our memories or something.
Oh God!
And
but I'll be a rebel, Rick. I'll just be down there listening to jazz.
No, you won't.
Yeah.
You'll just have a little chip in the back, and you'll be going out with a big fat man with a big toga on, and you'll be touching him.
But will I think he's a beautiful woman?
Yeah, you will. Yeah. And I'll be fighting with the Rebel Underground.
No, you won't.
I will.
No,
I will. I'll be dead, won't I?
You'll be dead, yeah.
I'll be dead, yeah.
In 2050 you will.
I'll be dead.
Unless because obviously you're becoming quite wealthy now. You're becoming a very rich man, obviously, from all your, you know, celebrity endorsements.
I'll have my brain put into a robot.
Exactly.
Made of titanium, and I'll have it,
Would you be cryogenically frozen if you could do it?
I would, but I'd leave myself out on a towel.
Right.
Never, because if you do it too quickly, there is shrinkage.
You've got to be careful. Did you read in the paper this week? This is true. Apparently the world's oldest man, who's 113, lives in some little part of Japan.
Sure.
Like a little island in Japan. But apparently, the world's oldest woman also lives in exactly the same place. Now, I don't know if she's since died, but she lived in the same place as well. Do you not think there's something suspicious going on there? I mean, isn't that a bit eerie to you?
I'm thinking, have you ever seen them together? And have you ever found lipstick in his bag? I think that'll be one and the same.
I wonder if it's something like, you know, what brought Godzilla back? There's some kind of, some antics over there.
No, there might be, they're sort of like, yeah. Although, just hearing some of Carl's stories about school. There's something going on there where he lives.
Yeah.
Did you say you did live near a sort of nuclear plant or
I
something?
found out it wasn't a nuclear plant, it was a chemical plant.
My God.
Yeah.
Really? And is that really true?
What colour was the tap water in your area?
It was better than it is in London.
Right.
I was
Really?
talking to someone about this the other day.
Yeah.
Water in London's ropey. And I use one of them water filters.
Do you really?
And the guy down in the office was saying it's a waste of time though, because they only work for a couple of water, like you fill your jug twice, and then the water's going through the same muck, isn't it?
That's true enough.
But
So
it's not. If it's
doesn't
not
work.
getting through, it's not getting through.
No, but
If it's a filter, it doesn't matter, does it?
still not good though.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Good point.
So are you just throwing it away based on what that bloke said?
Did he sell?
currently
Did he
in the
sell
bin?
you another one that he had on him? Did
a
he
better updated model.
Yeah. Did he have a suit and a?
When you say, like, he works here, was he actually hanging around outside?
yeah. Did he have a suitcase
with a
lots
cart?
of these in? Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, Rockbusters, Carl.
Go
Yeah,
on.
should we get the ball rolling? Let me just find the gifts here, the little treats. We've got the album from the Coral, you know what I think about that. We've got Comfort in Sound Feeder. Well, it's just a novelty record, isn't it?
Yeah.
We've got on DVD more great comedy moments, favourite clips from the best of contemporary BBC comedy. We've got Partridge on the front there. We've got one of the guys from Red Dwarf and
Brilliant.
no, there's good stuff on there. Smash Hits, the reunion, more great 80s tunes. Kajagoogoo's on there, plus some stuff.
Too shy?
It is too
Yeah.
shy.
Yeah.
Actually, let me see if you can guess which one's
Go on.
Tiffany.
Well, yeah, I know it. The only one.
I think we're alone now.
Yeah, I think we're alone. Yeah.
Mel and Kim,
Respectable.
Human League,
That'd be. Oh wow. What would they have got? Don't you want me?
of course.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last take on me.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well done. Madness,
Baggy trousers.
of course. Kim Wilde.
Kids in America.
Yeah, so there's just all those treats. If you like a song from an 80s band, it's probably on there.
Yeah, okay.
Plus we've also got on VHS Graham Norton, some kind of best of compilation from his TV show. So they're the
Hold on. Is it the one where he talks to sort of female gay icons and looks at the internet? Because that's my favourite one. Right. There you go. Let's do Rockbusters.
Right,
email only, of course.
Yeah. You email in ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk if you know the answer. Right, first one. Bit of a cryptic clue if you haven't heard it before.
Well, not cryptically wrong. What is Carl thinking?
If you go into France by boat, I'd get your fags on there because it's a lot cheaper.
Imagine Bob Holness. Sorry, we're out of time. Sorry, your minute's up. You've won nothing. I was reading that question out.
Sorry,
Right.
so what's the...
Well, let's do it again, and I want it to be exactly the same, word perfect. I bet you it will change all over the place. It'll be different. He's lost it.
Go to France, buy yourself a boat
Yeah.
and fags are cheaper.
Okay, fingers on the buzzers. You've only got 10 seconds to win the gold run. Okay, first up. Here, I'll tell you what, no, seriously, if you're thinking of going to France, well don't, because go on the ferry, get the fags there, because it's cheaper. Go on.
Right, so that one again. If you want to buy some fags, you're going over to France on the boat, get them on there because you'll save a few quid. BF.
BF.
Right? BF.
Okay.
Right, the second one. This little foreign cafe's growing its own steak.
This little foreign cafe is growing its own steak.
Yeah.
This little foreign cafe's growing its own steak.
Go on.
D.
All right.
Right?
Okay.
And the last one.
Is that part of it?
Hang on.
He's the best, isn't he? He's the best.
The Jamaican fella might have screamed this on the Titanic.
What?
The Jamaican fella might have screamed to this on the Titanic.
Yeah.
What's it start with?
It's CD, that one.
Jamaican fellow might have screamed this on the Titanic. Ricky.gervais@xfm.co.uk.
So we'll get Rockbusters out of the way. Have we got a winner?
Yeah,
well,
come on then. See, it worries me that we've had very few entries. I think that even your mental fans aren't getting these, which is really worrying. They must be terrible clues this week.
Alright, well...
Has anyone got them right, Steve?
I think there's just one guy, yeah, who I suspect has won in the past.
Well,
There we are.
so what?
Right, the first one. If you go out of France by boat, you might as well buy your fags when you're on that, because you'll get them a lot cheaper.
Brilliant.
Right?
Yeah.
BF,
Yeah.
buy it ferry. Right? That's like,
What?
buy on ferry.
What?
Bayonne
Ferry? What's that? Is that a band?
What?
What is it? I don't know what it is.
Brian Ferry.
Brian Ferry? What's that got to do with buying on a ferry, though?
Just because he's quite close to it. Bayonne Ferry.
What?
Bayonne Ferry.
Sorry, what's your first language?
The second one.
That's rubbish, that doesn't count.
No,
Brian Ferry.
Brian Ferry, Bayonne Ferry.
There's this little foreign cafe. It's growing its own steak. That's Delamitri. The third one.
What? Sorry, what? What is that? What is that? Delamitri.
Deli is a little foreign cafe.
Yeah?
A meat tree and that.
A meat tree? A meat tree? What were the initials for that?
Just D for that.
Just D for that?
Yeah.
So not DA?
So you didn't even give him a chance to get the group?
Oh, they got it.
Well, no.
No, they didn't. Right, it's the end. Go on, right. Go on.
Deli meat tree?
Deli meat tree. One word. D. Or any letter.
They're growing their own meat.
M's in it. Go on. Okay, so Bayonne, I love Bayonne Ferry. And Oxymusic was brilliant. I love Oxymusic. Go on.
Can I just point out, Rick, that, we've had
David Bowie?
Deli meat tree.
Yeah.
I don't see why, necessarily, Aidan, who, emailed in, why he doesn't get to win, because he emailed in dire steaks. Seems to be just as valid, as far as I can tell, but Deli meat tree it is.
And the last one, if there was a Jamaican fella on the Titanic...
I'm looking forward to this. With a little bit of fear.
Jamaican fella, if he was on the Titanic, he probably would have screamed this.
Yeah.
That's Christ de Burgh.
Oh! I don't know what to do. Stunning.
So who's the winner?
I'm not going to give it to anyone. I just don't...
what's the Jamaican bit got to do with it?
It's the D. Just Christ de Burgh.
Say it again.
No, I think they've worked it out now.
What to say again?
Christ de Burgh.
And who's that?
What?
Who's that?
Who's what?
Who's Christ de Burgh?
Chris de Burgh. Who's the winner, Steve?
Do you know what? I'm going to give it to Aidan, because he just treated you with nothing but contempt. Steve Martin emailed in again. He got the first two, and then the last one he just emailed, I neither know nor care about this answer. I'm tempted to give him each one.
Do you know what you've done there, don't you?
Go on.
You've put the nail in the coffin of Rockbusters. I warned you for 3 weeks, and you sort of bucked your ideas up for a little while. But Christ de Burgh...
Those are the worst you've ever done.
The worst are Delamitri, so, and didn't it just put D, and then Bayonne Ferry. Bayonne Ferry. Bayonne Ferry.
So...
Supergrass, late in the day on XFM 104.9. There's too much to get through here, Rick.
Go on.
There's too many things we've got systematically.
Am I going to eat my words?
Well, before that, you know, we get emails all the time. They're coming through all the way through the show, and I open them, and a lot of them, because everyone's contributing, it's brilliant, but we can't really absorb everything. There's too much coming through. So I tend to open them quickly. I have a look, see if there's anything we can sort of make sense of, and close them again. Sometimes Carl looks at the emails as I'm opening them. One opened just a minute ago. You saw his face?
His face, yeah, what was it?
His face was just stunned. He was just absolutely dumbfounded. It was like he'd just seen something extraordinary, right?
And you closed it quickly.
I did close it quickly. I'll tell you why, right? Always got to bear in mind how Carl's mind works. All he saw was the name of the band that this email was promoting. So all Carl saw, and you can imagine how excited he was all he saw was half man, half biscuit. That's all he saw.
I've never seen anyone so excited! Oh, God!
It was actually just plugging the popular joke novelty band.
How you heard of them, then?
No. Imagine how excited he was.
That is fantastic. Man, half biscuit! Brilliant! Mr. Garibaldi! Oh, half man, half biscuit. That is genius. Oh, amazing.
I just saw it, and when you closed it again...
Yeah, but the thing is, if he hadn't have told you that, and he'd have erased it, next week you'd be saying about what they've done in scientists, they've cloned a man with a biscuit. He's got currants for eyes.
Never go swimming.
What?
Okay.
Go swimming.
Anyway, just to, I don't know what the world's coming to.
Richard Ashcroft on XFM 104.9. That's in the top 5 for me, the singles of the year so far. Well, yeah, we're talking about, what are we talking about? Comedy Awards, your dad, Cummerbund.
My father's Cummerbund.
I'm sure it is over the braces, I think.
Yeah, well, if anyone knows that, if anyone knows the kind of, rules.
So, are you actually wearing one?
Rules.
Are you actually wearing
a Cummerbund? Well, I asked him, he said no, he said don't bother.
No,
but then
bother.
I'm thinking, what if I dance? What? If I do some grooving later?
You shouldn't.
Why not?
Well, I've seen you dance
Don't
before.
give me that.
No, no.
Don't give me that.
No, wait. It's not that you're not a good
That dance you did in the
dancer.
office, that's your best dancing.
No, it's not that you're not a bad dancer. It's that I've seen you hit people in the face with your elbow.
So there's always going to be casualties.
Actually, Rick,
if someone's busting a good move.
It's
murder on the dance floor.
I've danced with Steve.
Have you?
At one of indie discos at Uli.
There you are, you've never forgotten.
And he's good. He's
I am
alright.
pretty good, aren't I? Yeah.
He is
I tell you,
actually
the only
alright.
problem is because
You
I'm
were
so
in the
tall.
bar, but he was
Because I'm so
alright.
tall, I do tend to tower like 2 foot above everyone else, and that does make me look slightly
freakish.
I wasn't going to use that word, but I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
So I do feel slightly self-conscious.
Why
so
don't you hold them? Why don't you carry them when you're dancing with them? So they're...
Well, no, but the thing is because
then you could dance with Jeanette Cranky and still not look
Sure.
too weird.
Sure, but
that
the thing
would
is,
be weird, wouldn't it? You holding Jeanette Cranky and dancing with her. Would that be weird?
I think we've all had that fantasy. But what I tend to do is because I'm conscious that everyone is can see me and that I'm sort of, I'm quite visible on the dance floor, what I'll tend to do is maybe dance on any kind of podium that they might have in some of the bigger dance clubs or, any kind of stage. I just get up there, bust some moves.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, I may as well put myself on public display.
Yeah.
Rather than just people think
Because then you're going, look, I know what I look like.
Yeah, I
I'm
know
proud
how
of
great
it.
I look.
Yeah.
No.
No.
Because it's, that's your opinion if you don't think it, but that's again a lot of jealousy. I mean, a lot of what you say is jealousy.
He went for the normal shirt, I went for the wing collar. I just thought I might as well.
I do like a wing collar, actually,
Yeah,
yeah.
I
What about a proper bow tie?
I
You had to tie yourself.
bought, I went a bit berserk. I even bought, Union Jack cufflinks, because it's the British Comedy Awards.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Who's
So,
hosting
Well,
it
more
this
money
year?
than sense. It springs to mind.
yeah.
I mean, you're earning so much cash now that you don't know what to do with it, aren't you? Really? I mean, I don't know what it is you're spending on, but yeah.
I said how much, they went, I said not expensive enough.
Exactly.
I said I'm gonna give you an extra tenner. Is it true? We're talking about, when his dad, said that, and then you told me something that I find amazing.
Oh, well, the
your-
thing is, yeah, it's Christmas, obviously I've got to go back to Bristol. I love seeing my family. Well, yeah, I do. But it means I see my grandparents who are, brilliant people, I mean, lovely people, but mental. I mean, utterly mental. And, they've taken now there must be sort of 80 a piece. And it is quite an old age, but they're fairly good health, relatively speaking. And, they just spend their time in bed. I mean, that's all they do, is that's their profession, they've retired to go to bed. And they spend all the time in bed. I tell you what they're like that old they're like all that old family in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Oh, yeah.
Remember, none of them had got up for like 25 years.
Yeah.
And they
But you said that they go to bed and they go to sleep, but then when they wake up, what they do is put an extra pillow, so they're slightly more upright, and that's them in the day.
That's their
Right,
daytime
active. Yeah.
thing.
But they get up and cook and stuff.
What they do is they've got about 6 teeth between them. I mean, my grandmother needs false teeth, but refuses to go and have the old ones extracted and the false teeth fitted. So she's working with about 3 or 4 teeth.
Oh.
My grandfather had false teeth given to him during the war.
Wooden ones.
Well, it was plastic teeth on a wooden pallet, right, that sits at the top of the mouth. He's still got the wooden pallet, but most of the teeth have come off. So there's about 4 teeth left, 4 false teeth. He's got a set of false teeth that make him look like he needs false teeth. I mean, that's pretty bizarre. So the problem is that they have to get up. They get up about 7 in the morning to put on, say, some beef or lamb, whichever they're going to cook. They put it on at 6 in the morning, 7 in the morning, so that by the time they eat it at 6 at night, they can use the phrase, this is what a good meal is for my grandparents, if they can use the phrase, oh, that's lovely, you could suck it away. You could suck it away. Who wants that from a roast dinner? You may as well blend it up and serve it as a broth.
I don't want that phrase coming from old people without teeth.
No, indeed.
Because it must remind you of your rent boy days.
Exactly. It brings it all flooding back.
Oh,
you know.
God. Flooding's the word.
Exactly.
Should we play a record before we get really disgusting about your grandparents and
Yeah,
blowjobs?
please,
That
please.
is the worst thing
We've said the word blowjob far too many times today.
And in the same sentence as I can't believe.
Anyway.
And it's Christmas.
Yeah.
Don't forget what Christmas is about.
Come on, spare a thought for the underprivileged people. in the
Yeah.
world. The
Steve,
homeless and the like.
is it Ben Queller? Do you want
I
to
love a bit of Ben Queller. I don't know, are you a fan?
I love him.
Yeah, well, this is a cracking tune.
Okay.
And,
Yeah.
and I think we'll enjoy that. Let's just,
Slam dunk it. It's
why don't we
wicked.
just stop and think about what we've done? I'll tell you, they do spend so much time in bed that they actually, I'm sure more will have to sing. Ben Queller, in
That's
other words.
fantastic. That ending is, oh, God. It's like Ben Fold 5, bit of old out, and that's great.
You had him in session, didn't you, Claire?
Yeah, in
Did you
fact-
meet him, or did you... Because he's quite
No.
young, isn't he?
He's very young. He came in about 6 months ago to do something for John Kennedy, and I also a session for me, and I repeated it this week as a best of the year sessions, because he did 3 songs, stunning stuff.
It's just him and the piano, was it, or him and a guitar?
It was just him.
Yeah.
Him with a couple of instruments. Stunning. And also he did a Dingwalls gig for XFM listeners, and the reaction from the listeners phoning up trying to get tickets was incredible.
Really?
It really has touched a nerve.
Yeah.
Well, like you say, Ricky, I mean, it's really...
It's
You know.
great.
Well, I just think we were talking, there's a kind of lack of music that sort of seems to be making use of instruments and and just the sound you can make with a piano and a guitar and drums, you know what I mean? It's like, it's so invigorating, and you get kind of stuff like, you know, the Streets and whatever else, or, you know, kind of hip-hop and stuff, and the fact that a lot of, pleased to see Miss Dynamite on Top of the Pops last night using a live band, really it really made her whole sort of R&B sound really exciting.
Better than the other one. Yeah.
Anyway, that's us being Muso.
That's us being terribly Muso, I
Yeah,
like
that's us
that.
being Muso for the year.
That's enough of that.
Well, we are playing our favourite records.
Well, it's nice to be able to
we're allowed
talk
comment on
sensibly
it.
without Carl interrupting with some gibberish. You know, I mean, bless him,
Carl.
bless
I
him.
don't see
No,
it as
bless him.
gibberish.
He's probably listening on Sky or
Sky
something.
Digital.
Yeah, 864, channel 864, or around the world on xfm.co.uk. Get that in.
Is that what you have to do? What do you do today? You just go into the website, do you?
Go into the website, yeah, and click on
I
the
never
little
get
list.
things like that to work on my computer.
Or you can go and check out the webcam, obviously, and see me in my camouflage gear.
Yeah.
You won't see
Oh,
it,
you
will you?
probably won't see me, no.
Now, so what do you do? Just go into the website, and what does it say? Play live online?
Yeah,
and
listen
and it's just
live.
like listening down the phone line.
Yeah. think
I
if you've
sound
got-
like I've come from the 1950s,
Yeah, exactly.
don't I?
You've come from the 19th century. What's this?
I'm not very, I was gonna say something then, but I can't.
Can we just very quickly, before we move on, because I'm getting very excited about the Comedy Awards. Now, I know what you're
rightly
wearing, and you've got a table with all your mates there. Is Jonathan Ross doing it again?
Yeah,
'Cause he's very
that's why
funny.
it's my favourite.
And, I'm trying to
I
think-
hate awards. I do honestly hate them, but
but
this
he's
is
good
actually an
with this
event
one.
because it's Jonathan
Yeah.
Ross. It's just.
Well,
yeah.
I was, because I'm talking to someone about it, and I might mention it, before, but we did an award ceremony. We went to an award ceremony last year, where everything was sponsored by corporate groups, you know, by businesses
yeah.
or by different. It was a kind of everything was sponsored, and I swear to God, the pudding was sponsored by Electrolux.
Yeah.
And I'd never eaten a pudding before sponsored by anyone, and
No.
it was, it was a very odd affair. That I thought that was very strange because
That
it
is
seemed
weird.
as though corporate people had paid for a table so that so when we came out, someone came on stage and said, "Well, we've got a lovely number, a wonderful collection of celebrities here this evening."
Oh
do you
God,
remember
yeah.
that?
And it was, please be upstanding for your chairman, Tom O'Connor.
Yeah.
We were made to give Tom O'Connor a standing ovation.
We had to stand
that's
up so we
weird.
could give Tom O'Connor, former presenter of Crosswits,
Yeah.
a standing ovation. We're talking about the cream of British TV talent, giving him a stand-up. Not that he doesn't deserve it. I'm sure he's a great entertainer. But I think Sir Cliff was there, wasn't he?
Seen the back of the stage this week.
I don't want to talk about it. It's too embarrassing.
Why?
Tom O'Connor's on there,
Is he?
thanking Mal Young, the BBC, for giving him a part in Doctors.
Yeah.
I love that. He had to take out a whole.
page.
It's so sweet.
He obviously spent the fee being paid for the show. He's just so pleased to be back on TV.
He was, what, an advert? He said,
Yeah.
A whole page
Yeah,
thanking the
it's him.
BBC for having him back on telly.
Stop
but we're laughing, but it's going to happen to you in about
Yeah.
a year's time.
Exactly. Oh God.
Anyway, I
Oh,
just want to
dear.
know, bad behaviour. Who do you think's going to behave badly this year?
I
Because
don't think
we've
anyone.
had, you know,
Well, we had
Ahern
the
and Barrymore and Clary. And
Clary, the fisting, and Barrymore
Yeah.
throwing his monitor.
that was
Was
funny.
it? The Hearn, what was she? Oh, she's heckled
There's
that
not
dead
any of the
bloke.
kind of. There's not really any sort of. There's not really any kind of wayward people at the moment, is there, in showbiz? In terms of entertainment comedy, there's no one who sort of seems
But
to
I
have a
tell you
drunk or
what,
drugs
Steve,
problem.
I'm worried
sadly.
about Ricky.
Sadly.
I'm worried that, you know, something might take hold. The devil may care.
No, I think he's very careful. He is a bit careful, yeah.
Yeah, he's so, too tired.
Yeah.
Too tired. Shout and scream.
You have been kind of coughing and wheezing throughout today's show.
I had a fight, didn't I?
Oh, we should talk about the fight. Yeah, we can't give out the result. We can't give the result out on the fight, but...
No, I've got a cough. I just got a cough again.
Got a bit of a cough?
I'm scared I'm allergic to something. What if I'm allergic to... I was worried today that...
What if you're allergic to wheat?
Oh no, well that'd be terrible. But I was worried, what if I'm allergic to my cat?
Get rid of it.
Oh no.
Well, it seems that easy, but...
Well, it is that easy. Throw it out the window. That's how I sort out that. I'm not a trained doctor, but that's how I sort that one out.
I just like to apologise for any,
But they always land on their feet, don't they, cats? So that'll be fine. And it's got 9 lives, so if it lands on a spike, it'll be fine.
Oh, don't. What happened to me?